Hello, I'm Abhishek. In this video, we are going to discuss set 4 of reasoning section of CAT 2017 slot 2 paper. So the question is, there were 7 elective courses E1 to E7 running in a specific term in a college. Each of the 300 students enrolled had just chosen one elective from the 7. However, before the start of the term, E7 was withdrawn as the instructor concerned left the college. The student who had opted for E7 were allowed to join any of the remaining electives. Also, the students who had chosen other electives were given one chance to change their choice. The table below captures the movement of students from one elective to another during this process. Movement from one elective to the same elective simply means no movement. Some numbers in the table got accidentally erased. However, it is known that these numbers were either 0 or 1. Some other information is also given, which is first, before the change process, there were 6 more students in E1 than in E4. But after the reshuffle, the number of students in E4 was 3 more than that in E1. So this is the first information. Second, the number of students in E2 increased by 30 after the change process. And third information is, before the change process, E4 had 2 more students than E6, while E2 had 10 more students than E3. Right. So this was the information given in this set, and this is the table जिसमें हमको information दे रखी है कि how to read this table एक बार वो discuss करते हैं. So from E1 to E1 कितने गए 9. That means these 9 were the students जिन्होंने अपना subject change नहीं किया है. E1 to E1 means no movement. Fine. So these 9 were the students. Those were in E1. And they were in E1 after reshuffle as well. Fine. Now these 5 are the students who opted for E2, who were earlier in E1, but now they have opted for E2 after the reshuffle. This 10 is the number of the students who were earlier in E1 but wanted to select E3 as their elective, and so on. तो ये इस तरह से टेबल दे रखी है and कुछ information दे रखी है जिसके बेसिस पे we'll try to solve this set. So let's move to the how to solve this set. किस तरह से information इसमें कर सकते हैं extract और किस तरह से इसको solve किया जा सकता है. So first of all, there are 3 points given to us. Before that, see, E1 में there were 9 students जो E1 में ही रहना चाह रहे हैं. Apart from that, there are 5 students जिन्होंने E1 छोड़ दिया है for E2. There are 10 students who have left E1 for E3, 1 who have left E1 for E4, 4 who have left E1 for E5, and 2 students who have left E1 for E6. So earlier, these all students were part of E1 course only. So now let us first of all find out कि E1 में कितने students थे. So 9 plus 5, 14 plus 10 is 24, 25, 29 and 31. So earlier in E1 there were 31 students. Fine. Now देखिए E1 से ये different courses में चले गए हैं. तो अब remaining कितने हैं E1 में? अभी हमें वो फाइंड करना है. इस तरह से टेबल कंप्लीट होगी. फाइन. नाउ E7 तो सबने छोड़ा है, ठीक है. तो E7 में कितने स्टूडेंट थे? 16 plus 4 plus 30, that is 50, 55, 60 and 41 is 101. So earlier there were 101 students in E7 and all of them have left this course. है ना, ये कोर्स तो खत्म हो चुका है. So they must have joined either of the 6 courses. Now further the information is, okay, before the change process, there were 6 more students in E1 than in E4. So there must be 25 students in E4 then. E1 के पास 6 students more थे before the reshuffle. And the number of students in E4 was 3 more than in E1, but this was after the reshuffle. तो अभी तक हमने वो देखा नहीं है. So ये information we cannot use as of now. इसको टिक कर लेते हैं. The number of students in E2 increased by 30 after the change process. E2 में जो number of students थे, they got increased by 30. तो पहले कितने students थे नहीं पता. Fine. But from here we can say that यहाँ पर हम देखते हैं कितने हैं जो E2 को छोड़कर गए हैं. E2 को छोड़कर गए हैं 8 in E3, 2 in E5 and 2 in E6. Now E4 में कितने गए हैं छोड़कर, E1 में कितने गए हैं, that information is not given to us. तो अभी इसमें कुछ ज्यादा नहीं किया जा सकता है. Let us move to third information. Before the change process, E4 had 2 more students than E6. E4 had 2 more students than E6. So E6 must be having 23 then. While E2 had 10 more students than E3. E2 had 10 more students than E3. So suppose E3 में x है, so here it must be x plus 10. Fine. So this was the information जो हमें given थी. ठीक है. Now we need to find out the remaining values. कौन किसमें गया है? Okay. So see now how to start this question. This is very important कि हम start कैसे करें. तो हम देखेंगे कि E2 का this column is completely filled. That means we know that how many students has opted for E2 after the reshuffle. So E1 से there are 5 students जो E2 में आए हैं. E2 से E2 doesn't mean any movement. So E3 से there are 6 students who have opted for E2 now. E4 से we have 3 students. E5 से 5. E6 से 7. And 16 from E7. So in total कितने students ने E2 को opt किया है? 5 and 6 is 13, 11, 11 and 3 is 14, 19, 26 and 16 is 42. Fine. And after the reshuffle, the number of students in E2 increased by 30. 42 E2 में आए हैं. Overall there is an increment of 30. That means कि 12 E2 को छोड़कर गए. Fine. अच्छा 12 जो E2 को छोड़कर गए हैं, तो उसमें से 8 यहाँ पर है, 2 यहाँ पर है, 2 यहाँ पर है, तो ये 12 हो चुका है. So from here we can conclude that यही वो स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो E2 को छोड़कर गए हैं और कोई भी E2 को छोड़कर नहीं गया. तो E1 में कितने गए E2 से स्टूडेंट 0 और E3 में कितने गए दैट इज आल्सो 0. तो हमने ये कंप्लीट कर लिया है. फाइन. ये हमने वैल्यूज कंप्लीट कर लिए हैं. ठीक है. इसी तरह अब जब हमको ये पता चल चुका है, so we can now calculate the total number of students that were in E2 before the shuffle. So 34 plus 8 is 42, 42 and 4 is 46. So there were 46 students who were in E2. So E3 में उनसे 10 कम थे, so that must be 36. So we had 46 students in E2 before the shuffle took place and 36 in E3. Fine. Now further let us try to check it out. अब आगे कौन सी इंफॉर्मेशन है जिसको यूज किया जा सकता है. ओके. तो अभी तक हमने यहाँ तक कंप्लीट कर लिया. ठीक है. Now see the total of all these value must be equal to 25. एक बार चेक करते हैं. इन सबका total must be equal to 36. So out of which this is 2 and 6 is 8. 8 and 25 is 33. 33 and 2 is 25. So इन दोनों में एक में 0 आएगा और एक में 1 आएगा. तो कौन कहाँ पर होगा that is अभी कंफ्यूजन है उसमें. बट एक वन वैल्यू मस्ट बी 0 एंड द अदर वैल्यू मस्ट बी 1. यहाँ पर चेक करते हैं. इन E4 वी हैव टोटल 25. आउट ऑफ 25 3 plus 2 5 ही हो चुके हैं. 5 and 14 is 19. 19 and 4 is 23. नाउ द मिसिंग वैल्यूज आर 0 और 1 ओनली. तो टू मेक इट 25 हमें यहाँ पे भी 1 देना पड़ेगा और हमें यहाँ पर भी 1 देना पड़ेगा. नाउ दिस इज 25. फाइन. Now similarly let us try for E6. E6 में there are 23 number of total students, out of which 7 and 3 10, 10 and 2 is 12, 12 and 2 is 21. 21 हो चुके हैं and there are 2 columns remaining. उन दोनों में 1 1 देना पड़ेगा because that is the only possible option that we have. So that will make it 23 total. ठीक है. Now अभी जो confusion है वो यहाँ पर है and we don't have any idea about the values of E5. E5 में क्या-क्या values आने वाली हैं उनका we don't have any idea as of now. ठीक है. So now let us try to check it out कि किस में कितने students गए हैं और कितने आए हैं, तो उनमें change कितना हुआ है. So see total number of students earlier in the particular elective minus जो out गए हैं plus जो in आए हैं will give us the total new number. So in elective E1 earlier we had 31 students who were there. कितनों ने छोड़ दिया? So 5 and then 15, 15 and 1 is 16, 16 and 4 20 and 2 is 22. 22 ने E2 को छोड़ दिया था, E1 को सॉरी. एंड कितने स्टूडेंट्स आए हैं? लेट दिस वैल्यू बी x, लेट दिस वैल्यू बी y एंड दिस बी z. फाइन. अब E1 में आए कितने स्टूडेंट्स हैं? सो 2 फ्रॉम E3, 1 फ्रॉम E4, तो टोटल 3 and 1 4, 4 and 4 8 और ये x, तो 8 plus x. Now we know that the value of x can be either 0 or 1 only. फाइन. तो इसका टोटल जो आ रहा है अभी एज ऑफ नाउ हमारे पास जो आ रहा है 31 minus 22 is 9 plus 8 is 17 plus either 0 or 1. So this value, the total value of this can be either 17 or 18. Fine. Similarly, हम E2 का check करते हैं. So in E2, earlier there were 46 students, और E2 के लिए we have one information that the number of students in E2 increased by 30. So we can directly write the total number of students in E2 after the reshuffle must be 76. Fine. Now let us check this for E3. E3 में earlier there were 36 students. Now E3 से गए कितने हैं? E3 से 2, E1 में 6, E2 में इस तरह से हम काउंट करें तो 2 and 6 A. E3 से E3 का काउंट नहीं किया जाएगा तो 2 and 6 A. इन दोनों में से एक वैल्यू 0 होगी, एक वैल्यू 1 होगी. सो टोटल इन दोनों कॉलम से मिलाकर 1 स्टूडेंट गए हैं. तो 8 and 1 is 9, 9 and 2 is 11. 11 गए हैं. और E3 में आए कितने हैं? 10 plus 8, 18. 18 and 2 is 20. 20 and this y can be either 0 or 1. So 20 plus 3 is 23 plus 30 is 53. And plus y. And now this y can be either 0 or 1. So the total हो रहा है that is 36 minus 11 is 25. 25 plus 53 is 78 plus either 0 or 1. Fine. Now let us move to this E4 वाला part. In E4 earlier we had 25 students. E4 में से बाहर कितने गए हैं? तो E4 से three students are the ones who have selected E2. One ने E1 select किया है. 2 students have selected E3 and so on. So that total value जो E4 को छोड़कर गए हैं, that is 1 plus 3 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. So there are 11 students who have left E4 and have chosen some other elective. और E4 में आए कितने हैं? So E4 में we have 1 from E1, then either 0 or 1 from this particular value. ठीक है? So 14 from here, 1 from here and 5 from here. So the definite values are 1, 5, 6, 20 and 21. Fine. Or 21 plus this, no, we need not to count this 14 actually. E4 से E4 वाला this 14 हमको इसको काउंट नहीं करना था. तो let me count it again. कितने आए हैं? 1 plus 1 2 2 and this one is 3 and 5 8. ठीक है? 5 6 7 और यहाँ पर we are not sure. So let this be 7 plus either of 0 or 1 and plus one more value that is z. ठीक है? अभी इसके बारे में कुछ कह नहीं सकते हैं. तो basically this is 25 minus 11 is 40 plus 7 21 plus z or 22 plus z. We are not sure about this as of now. For E5 we don't have any idea as of now. For E6 we can say that there were earlier 23 students. ठीक है? उसमें से बाहर कितने गए हैं? तो E6 से 1 has opted for E1, 7 for E2 and so on. So total 1 plus 7 8, 8 and 3 11, 11 and 1 12, 12 and 2 14 students left. और I कितने हैं? 2 and 2 4 6 10. Now we won't count this 9 because the E6 to E6 है. 10 and 41 is 51 and plus this particular value which is missing. So let it be 0 or 1. ठीक है? E7 से सारे स्टूडेंट छोड़ के गए हैं तो this is minus 101. There were 101 students in total. तो E से सब छोड़ के गए हैं तो that is minus 101. Now there are certain variables left over here जिनकी वैल्यू हमें पता करनी है. तो आप उनकी वैल्यू कैसे पता कर सकते हैं उस पर डिस्कस करते हैं. So now let us check for the missing information that we haven't used till now. So this reshuffle wala information, the number of students in E4 was 3 more than that in E1. So in E4 we have how many students? It is either 21 plus Z or 22 plus Z, and this was 3 more than E1. So minus 3 यदि हम करते हैं तो this must be equal to E1 then. Now the students in E1 is either 17 or 18. Now see, now suppose 21 में से हम 3 minus करते हैं. ठीक है? Now I am supposing that Z is 0. ठीक है? Now 21 में से if we minus 3 so we'll get 18 as answer. उस particular case में even the value of E1 must be equal to 18. Now suppose the value of Z is equal to 1. So the equation becomes 22 minus 3. But 22 minus 3 is 19, which is not a possible value for E1. So z equal to 1 is not possible. So from here we can say that definitely the value of z is 1 only. Oh, sorry, 0 only. From here we can say this. So the value of z comes out to be 0. Okay, so I am filling 0 over here. It was 1 over here. और जो भी एडिशनल चीजें हमको हटा देते हैं एक बार. So this is not required. Okay. Fine. यहाँ पे 22 plus z. तो z की any value won't be satisfying this condition क्योंकि z को 0 भी लगता है तो 22 minus 3 is 19, which is not possible. So from here we can say that the total number of students in E1 after the reshuffle was 18 only. So here we can remove all this and simply write 18 over there. Fine. So here we had 18. और 18 था तो the number of students in E4 was 3 more than that in E1. So E4 then E4 must be 21. So यहाँ पर we can remove all these values and simply can write 21 over there. Fine. तो ये definite values हमको पता चल चुकी हैं. ठीक है. अच्छा ये definite value पता चलते ही अभी still we have confusion in these because of these two values क्या पे 0 होगा या 1 होगा. ठीक है. तो सबसे पहले हम चेक करते हैं कि what is the value of this x और y. इनकी क्या वैल्यूज हो सकती हैं और E6 में यहाँ पर क्या आ सकता है. अब उसके बारे में चेक करते हैं. तो देखते हैं वो कैसे करना है. ओके सो यहाँ से हमारी x की वैल्यू 1 आ चुकी थी. तो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी कैन सिंपली रिप्लेस द वैल्यू ऑफ x ओवर हियर. यहाँ पर हम 1 रिप्लेस कर देते हैं. फाइन. तो यहाँ पर इट विल बी 1. नाउ सी अभी जो कंफ्यूजन है वो इन दोनों वैल्यूज में है. इधर 0 होगा या 1 होगा और इधर 0 होगा या 1 होगा. एंड वी डोंट हैव एनी आइडिया अबाउट दिस वैल्यू एंड दिस वैल्यू. फाइन. तो यदि इनकी भी इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाए तो हमारा सेट कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. नाउ सी दिस इंफॉर्मेशन वी कैन फाइंड आउट व्हाई बिकॉज़ इन E4 नाउ वी नो द टोटल नंबर इज 21. तो 21 अर्लियर इट वाज 25. ठीक है. तो ये 21 कैसे आया होगा. 25 माइनस E1 से सॉरी दिस इज E4 से आउट कितने गए हैं स्टूडेंट. तो E4 से 1 and 3 4 and 2 is 6 1 7 and 4 11. तो आए कितने होंगे. लेट इट बी x and the total now is 21. so this is 14 plus x is 21. तो in total हमारे पास कितने स्टूडेंट्स आने चाहिए थे 7. now the total of these value must be 7. तो यहाँ पे 1 है. यहाँ पर भी है either 0 or 1 we are not sure. यहाँ we have 5 here we have 1 and here we have 1. तो 7 हो चुका है. so that means here it must be 0 only. और यहाँ पर यदि हमें 0 मिल चुका है तो from this we can say that यहाँ पर अब 1 होना चाहिए. तो here the value must be 1 क्योंकि यहाँ पे alternate values आनी थी. एक में 0 और एक में 1. तो 0 आ चुका है. तो सेकंड कॉलम में it should be 1 there. Fine. ये भी कंप्लीट हो चुका है. Now only these two values are remaining. So let us assume that this value is z और अभी one is information is remaining. In total there were 300 students. So if we do a total of all these values that must be equal to 300. तो एक बार वो करते हैं. I am removing the additional information which is not required now. ये हम यूज कर चुके हैं. तो let me remove this. ओके और वहां से E3 की भी फाइनल वैल्यू हमें पता चल चुकी है. नाउ इन E3 दिस वैल्यू इज मिसिंग. ना नो वी आर स्टिल डिपेंडेंट ऑन y. y की क्या वैल्यू होगी उसमें कंफ्यूजन है. नाउ अब इन सबका टोटल करते हैं. तो 9 plus 5 plus 10 plus आप इन सबका टोटल करेंगे तो यू विल फाइंड दैट द टोटल इज कमिंग आउट टू बी 298 plus y plus z. These two values are missing and the total must be equal to 300. So y plus z must be equal to 2. Now we know that the values that y and z can assume is either 0 or 1. So y equal to 1 and z equal to 1 are the only values which will satisfy this. So from here we can say that the value of y is 1 and that of z is also 1. और ऐसा करते ही this whole of the table is complete now. Here it is 1 and here it is also 1. Fine. तो जब ये values पता चल चुकी है तो हम we can calculate the final value for E3, for E5 and for E3 and E5 and for E6 as well. तो इन्हें एक बार जल्दी से find out करते हैं so that we can move to the question part. Okay. So first of all, let us find it for E3. Now E3 in total there were 36 students earlier. E3 से out movement कितनों का है 2 and 6 8 8 and 1 9 9 and 2 11. 36 minus 11 and in movement कितनों का है E3 में 10 and 18 25 काउंट नहीं करेंगे वो E3 to E3 है 18 plus 2 is 20 21 24 24 and 30 is 54. Fine, so this is 90 minus 11 which is 79. So we can say that the value over here is 79. यहाँ पर it must be 79. Okay, so 79 over here. Now let us calculate this the value for E5. So initially in E5 we had 1 plus 5, 6, 7, 8 and 30. 38 students were there in E5 earlier. Now after the reshuffle कितने लोग E5 से गए हैं? तो E5 से गए हैं 1 and 5. So if इस 30 को exclude कर दिया जाए out of this 38, वो सारे 8 students वो हैं जिन्होंने E5 leave किया है. और E5 में आए कितने स्टूडेंट है 4 to 6 6 7 8 8 and 2 10 10 and 5 15. So overall देखा जाए तो it is 45. So overall now the students in E5 is 45. Now only one calculation is remaining, that of E6. Sorry. Okay, the last calculation is remaining. So in E6 we had 23 students earlier. Now the out movement was of 1 plus 7, 8 and 3, 11, 12, 12 and 2, 14. And in movement were how many students? 2 and 2, 4. We won't be counting this 9. 2 and 2, 4 and 4, 2, 6, 4, 10, 11. 11 and 41 is 52. So overall we had, this is how much? 75 minus 14 is 61 students. So the total of this is 61. Fine. Now as we have find out all the values, so now let us move to the question part. जो भी question है उसपे हम आते हैं. The first question of the set was, how many TIP courses among E1 to E6 had a decrease in their enrollment? Now 31 to 18 is a decrement. E1 में decrement हुआ है. 46 to 76 is increment. 36 to 79 increment. 25 to 21 is decrement. 38 to 45 is increment. 23 to 61 is increment. Fine. So we need to find for decrease. So decrease कितनों का हुआ है? They were, oh, I think I have written it wrong. So just give me a second. So we need to check for the decrement only. So here we have decrement in this particular case, 31 to 18 is decrement. Here it is increment. So we won't be counting this. Here also it is increment. नहीं count करेंगे. 25 to 21 is decrement. ये एक second case है. 38 to 45 is increment. 23 to 61 is also increment. And one E7 को we need not to count. E1 to E6 में पूछा गया. So there were two courses where we had the decrement. So the answer to this question is option C, that is 2. Now let's move to the second question of this set. Okay, so the second question is that is based on the total number of students in elective after the this shuffle took place. So we need, which of the following is correct sequence of the number of students in 6 electives from E1 to E6. So the answer should be 18, 76, 79, 21, 45, 61. 18, 76, 79, 21, 45, 61. Option D is the correct one. Fine. Let's move to the third question of this set. After the change process, which course from E1 to E6 had the largest change in its enrollment as a percentage of its original enrollment? So in E1 we have 18 from 31. So there is a decrement. So but we need to find for the change. चाहे वो increment हो या decrement हो, we need to find for the change. So the change is of 13, 31 to 18. The change is of 13 over 31. Fine. In E2 we have a change of plus 30 over 46. The value increased from 46 to 76. In E3 we had an increment. The value got increased from 36 to 79. So there is an increment of 43 over 36. And E6 we have an increment again, and the increment is of 38 over 23. The final value was 61 from 23. So the increment is of 38. So if we try to solve this out, so this E1 wala will come out to be something around 41% increment. This 30 upon 46 would be somewhere around 65% increment. This 43 upon 36 will be somewhere around 120% increment. And this value will come around 165% increment. So we can say that the highest increment or highest change was in E6. So the correct answer to this question is option D, that is E6. Last question of this set. Okay, so let me remove this information. Okay, so the last question is, later the college imposed a condition that if after the change of electives, the enrollment in any elective other than E7 dropped to less than 20 students, all the students who had left that course will be required to re-enroll for that elective. अब क्या हुआ है, less than 20 किस केस में हुआ है? I think there is only one case, that is of E1, where the enrollment has dropped down to a value which is less than 20. So all the students जिन्होंने E1 छोड़ा है और they have chosen some other elective, they need to enroll again in E1 as only. ठीक है, तो E1 से छोड़कर कितने गए थे? 5, 10, 1, 4 and 2. So in total 15 plus 1, 16, 20 and 22 students left E1. तो ये सारे के सारे 22 E1 में वापस आ जाएंगे. तो the new number in E1 now must be how much? 40. और ऐसा करने की वजह से E2 से 5 स्टूडेंट्स को छोड़ना पड़ा. तो the new number for E1 must be 71. E3 से 10 को लीव करना पड़ा. तो the new value must be 69. E4 से 1 student need to leave, so the value must be 20. Then E5 से 4 students need to leave, and this must be 41. और E6 से 2 students को छोड़ना पड़ेगा. The value must be 59. Now, which of the following is the correct sequence of electives in decreasing order of their final enrollment? So we need to arrange the electives in decreasing order. So the highest value is of E2. So first it must be E2, then E3, then we have this value 59, that is E6. Then we have this 41, that is E5. Then E1, which is 40, and last will be E4. So the sequence must be 2, 3, 6, 5, 1, 4. So 2, 3, 6, 5, 1, 4. Option 1 is the correct one. Fine. So the correct answer to this question is option 1. So guys, अच्छा सेट था, काफी अच्छा क्वेश्चन था ये. I hope ये आपको क्लियर होगा. Thank you so much for watching the video.